question was, design an experiment to determine the coefficient of static friction between the wheels of the Hot Wheel car and the track, using the principles of conservation of energy. You may use any tools that you choose to show this phenomenon.
So we used PhotoGate.
So you want to know how we set up this experiment. Well, first, we took a Hot Wheels track and assembled it. And then, since it was in a straight line, we took the little shooter thing of the Hot Wheels car and fired the Hot Wheels car down the track.
Through the PhotoGates.
Through the PhotoGates. And with the PhotoGates, the first one at 1 meter from where the car starts, and the next one a distance down the track, we were able to calculate the velocity at the first gate and at the second. Using the velocities at each
PhotoGate,
we were able to calculate the kinetic energy at each
PhotoGate.
Finding the difference between the kinetic energies, we were able to find the work done in between the PhotoGates.
Determine the force of friction. We took the work and divided it by 1.13, which was the distance between the two
PhotoGates.
And we were able to find the coefficient of friction. But wait! We forgot to tell you how.
By dividing the force of friction by the mass times the force of gravity, we were able to find the coefficient of friction.
We did multiple trials to ensure that our data would not have any error in it. We fired the car at several different velocities to make sure that our data was good.
Possible sources of error include track with gaps, track that's not straight, track with bumps, mumps, or measles, track that's wet, track that's too straight, track that's not moving, track without a vehicle, tacky track, and track that's not even track.
We will now journey through the wilderness to find the wild Carrington doing some data analysis. Carrington, what have you found? What is that?
That's the average coefficient of friction for 5 trials.
It's something that's predictable, and in the end it's right. I know we're talking about coefficient of friction. Yeah, oh, physics is fun. Now to the conclusion. Welcome to the conclusion. Using our intelligent young minds and our handy-dandy calculators, we were able to determine that the coefficient of friction on a Hot Wheels track is about 0.131. Now this shows that the Hot Wheels track and the car have enough friction to not have the car go flying off at ridiculous speeds, and it will slow down the car, but at the same time it will keep the car moving at a reasonable velocity so that Hot Wheels are very fun. Hot Wheels, beat that.
This video is sponsored by Kendama. Once you have one, you're going to play with it, and it's going to be a great time. Kendama. A great time waiting to happen. This episode is also sponsored by Wilson R. NCAA R Premier Basketball. Have a great time playing basketball every time.
This video is sponsored by hairbands. Fun to play with, not to eat.